and then the dad loses his balance. Harb taking on Guerrero, who uses the hip and ushers that ball across the sideline. Cox, Puvato. An awkward chip out towards the sideline. Well collected here from Papadakis. Well, found a ball there for Haddad. Just wasn't quite positioned in a way that he could attack the pass, though. So 4-2 it remains. 7.5 minutes left here at PCYC Hawkesbury. Cracking contest so far. Now Harb taking off on this left-hand side. Well watched from Papadakis. Really good challenge. Puvato. Cox. Threading the needle. Couldn't link up with the run of Lucas D'Souza. Conversations here in the Sydney All-Stars coaching box. At the moment, though, Peter Spathis not tempted to bring about a stoppage in play. Shot here for Dos Santos, or Haddad just didn't get the right control on it. Now D'Souza shuffles a pass back for Harb. Feed onto it from Katambas. Puvato was pushing through but headed away from Mountain Magic. Less than 7 to go now. Harb. Oh, got every bit of that. Just a little over the top, though, from Jayden Harb. Now, Dos Santos. Haddad. Just allowing that one to go through to Papadakis. Now Pimenta. Dos Santos. Fancy footwork. Linking up with Pimenta. Now Haddad holding things up. Cox has been doing a great job to man mark him. And then the ball wedged in between his 2 feet. That will bring about a free kick here. So 4-1 the foul count. So Sydney All-Stars need to be careful with their challenges. Cox has done a good job controlling Haddad in the past few minutes. Pimenta somehow gets a great ball here to Haddad, who slows things up. Now linking up with Papadakis on target. Battalato parrying away. Now another chance. Falls here again for Dos Santos. Fancy footwork. And Battalato pumped up with that save. Right on the edge of the D. Puvato. Short pass now for Harb. Back toward the middle. Wright over the top again. There was hands in it. Wright's got to be careful. And this will go the way of Mountain Magic. So the initial indiscretion there was probably hands on the body for Caden Wright. And timeout is called. Looks like we're still going to continue on for the meanwhile, though. So it'll be the next break in play. (4-2) it remains. 5 minutes, 50 seconds on the clock. Lismas. Dos Santos. Pimenta chipping over the top. Finds Harb. Lovely ball. Dos Santos now just heading back towards his own end to try and offer an option here for Pimenta. Lismas, however, does a great job to secure possession. Right through the centre of the court. Now Dos Santos looking to carry up against Caden Wright. Oh, Wright once again pushing in the challenge. Got away with that one, though. Wrapping around is Haddad. Then Puvato comes in to make the challenge. And in fact, last touch will come off Mountain Magic. Harb now can carry. Cox. Puvato linking up with Harb. Good tackle from Haddad, who will simply clear his lines. Battalato keeping it in the field of play. Good challenge again here from Dos Santos, who can get a shot off. It's on target, or just wide in the end. But it beat Battalato. It was a little worse for wear off the back of that diving attempt. Landed heavily on the elbow, but good to continue. So 4:50 remaining. Still plenty of time, really. It's the benefit of the stop clock situation. Just reduces that panic a little bit. Guerrero now intercepting that one. Up along this left-hand side, Pavado, though, with a good challenge. Now links with Harb. Harb rolling over. Has the shot. Hit the post. Harb on the follow-up. Now finds the back of the net. Second time's the charm. And Jyden Harb gets himself on the scorer sheet after collecting 2 last week. 4-3 the score. Game on with under 4.5 remaining. Now the nerves here for Mountain Magic. Allstars will back themselves, of course. Haven't been defeated by Mountain Magic in the last 3 outings. Harb comes forward. Rolls it back. Now Pavato attacking the ball. Marches forward. Back to the middle, not too far away from right. They've upped the tempo here, Sydney All-Stars. And at the moment, the own goal by Jay De Guavia is the difference between the two sides. That was, of course, the third one that Mountain Magic knocked in since the resumption of play. It's been 2 goals in total, 1 apiece for either side, 3-2 at the break, of course. Mountain Magic still with the lead here, 4-3. Won all 3 games they've played so far this season. That included 2 victories last weekend. Games on both Saturday and Sunday. Right under pressure. Lismas now looking to link up. Guerrero driving forward. Battalato will simply watch that one as it enters the D. And now Ball linking up with Cox. Just over 3.5 remaining. Pavato. That's a moment he would like over. Pimenta just trying to force the issue now. Borg can carry. Guerrero got a little touch to it. Falls in the path of Lismas, who then tries to link up again with Guerrero. The idea was right, the execution just a little off. Borg looking for an option here from Pavado. Run arrived a little too late though, so Pimenta was able to shut down the space. Now for Cox. Chipping high, looking for Borg. One beating Borg though, and over the byline it goes. So 4-3 it remains. Borg nearly intercepted that one. Haddad hits the deck. Now Dos Santos up against the sideline. Ushered away right with the shot. Good block there from Mountain Magic. Haddad carts it forward. Real unit as he continues driving up towards Battalato. So Sydney All-Stars on 5 fouls now. The next one, of course, will be from the spot. So they've got to be very careful. Decent strike. Battalato snuffling it out, though. Guerrero got up high. Great use of the head. Now Dos Santos trying to get around the outside, but eventually heading over the sideline. Filipovic, Cox, quick release back to Filipovic. Big rounding run, dispossessed here. Now good chance for Pimenta. Twisting, turning, gets the shot away. Now on the follow-up. Guerrero was unmarked though. It was always going to be a tough pass to try and connect with Guerrero, but perhaps if Pimenta had his time over again, that's where he would have looked. Timeout called here from Sydney All-Stars. The score at 4-3 with 2 minutes and 22 seconds on the clock. So timeout wrapped up, and we continue the action here, and they've made a change, Sydney All-Stars, so they're going to operate with 5 out on the field, as long as they're in possession, but Battalato will make that quick switch and hop between the posts when they are in a defensive situation, and will have a bit of work to do straight away. Haddad, so strong once again, comes up with possession and a little chip, but Battalato easily palming that one away. So 2 minutes, 10 seconds, and Harb is going to be their distributor at the back. He's got the jersey on. Lovely ball here for Pimenta, just above the post. Harb getting into the action now. So Harb will simply fling it long. Ooh, connected the back of the head there of Mokhtar and nearly caused an issue for Katambas. Guerrero set to carry. He can test Harb here in between the sticks. Good challenge made. Last touch was from Sydney All-Star, so that will result in a corner being brought up. Guerrero to Haddad. Guerrero once again on the strike. Minute 52 remaining. Some real urgency now for Sydney All-Stars, with Harb operating as a floating keeper. Oh, Haddad just a little away. Now for mine, I thought that did just touch the outside of a leg of one of the defenders, but waved away from Jonathan Moore, the referee. Now Mokhtar holding firm. Oh, and then coming through. Not a good challenge from Wright. That's going to go right up to the spot. They're already on 5 fouls. Wright was seeing red off the back of the contact there in behind the work of Filipovic. And Pimenta was hammered as a result. And Wright also now on a yellow card. So minute 43 remaining, and this could be a big moment here for Anthony Haddad. If he scores, he just about buries the game. Battalato with a big, big moment. Haddad, of course, with this massive boot. Scored his goal earlier this afternoon with a bit of finesse, but I'd imagine this one is going to be shot from the barrel. Battalato making himself large and in charge. Haddad has the strike. Oh, great save, Battalato! But Guerrero on the follow-up. Ball and all, including the goal mouth. That should do it for Mountain Magic. Guerrero has a double. And they go to 5-3 with just a minute 40 remaining. Well, he put his body on the line, but what a result for Geordie. 5-3. Now battle stations for Sydney All-Stars. They've got to keep Harb out there. Here he is now on the ball. Cox, Filipovic. Up on this sideline. Cox. Oh, handball there from Haddad, it looked like, and it will be called. Tom Dale gesturing for that one to be a free kick. So minute 25. There is enough time here if they can slot this one in. But that's the first assignment. Now is it Harb, is it Cox who takes the touch? Haddad will hop up in a wall. Cox will leave it. Harb with the strike right into the feet of Haddad. And he's lucky that one didn't deflect directly on a path to the goal mouth. So minute 20 on the clock. Harb once again, simply flinging it long. Cox got a touch on it, but then Pimenta comes to shut it down. They need a goal desperately, Sydney All-Stars. Harb will send it deep again. Now for Cox, time ticking away, a minute 10 on the clock. Filipovic keeps it in the field of play. Guerrero standing strong, makes the tackle. What a game he's had. Filipovic twisting out from the left foot. Now less than a minute to go. Filipovic again, threatening, sends it wide for Wright. Zone defense, but now Cox has a chance. Sends it back to the middle. Wright trying to get the shot away. Guerrero blocks it once again. 46 seconds on the clock. Harb delivering deep. Now for Cox. Well, they've got to get a shot off here. They're going to run out of time. At some point, they've just got to take the strike. Cox now delivers for Filipovic. D'Souza pressured. Corner to come. 31 seconds to go. Now for Harb. Got a boot to it. Hit the deck. They're bouncing over the top of the bar. 29 seconds on the clock. And you'd imagine possession is the name of the game here for Mountain Magic. Haddad with the twist and turn. Gets the shot, or would have beaten Harb. He didn't have much of an idea about it. Harb now looking for Wright. Pimenta was all over him, smothering the play. Now looks to chip deep. Oh, Wright fires up. And we'll get a second yellow, and that'll be his afternoon done. Frustration coming out. Pimenta had a cheeky little grin. He encouraged the contact. And so once more they'll head up to the spot. In fact, no, they won't. That should be from the spot, I would imagine. They've already got the 5 fouls brought up. But I suppose given it was after the foul was called with that extra push, simply a case of play on as Guerrero drives it forward. They have got a man less now, though. 9 seconds on the clock, so this one's going to go the way of Mountain Magic. And they'll keep their perfect start to the season intact. 4 from 4. What a beginning. Pimenta slowing things down. Back for Guerrero. And Pimenta will simply run the clock down. There it is. The siren goes, the whistle is blown. And the perfect beginning to 2025 kept intact here from Mountain Magic. They go to 4 from 4, still top of the table. And a bit of revenge for the semi-final last year as well. Full time at PCYC Hawkesbury. In the Men's Futsal Premier League, Mountain Magic victorious to the tune of 5 goals to 3. The women are up next. Great to have your company here from PCYC Hawkesbury for round 5 action of the Women's Futsal Premier League. Mountain Magic playing host to the Sydney Allstars, who get first use of possession. This is Fragale. Of course, Mountain Magic, very successful weekend last weekend, 2 from 2 across the Saturday and the Sunday. Finding a passage here, but intercepted now by Claire Holder, who got a double last week. Oh, finds a great ball, and on the money is Hook. And straight away within... we've had less than 20 seconds. Mountain Magic producing a magic moment. Great finish from Jakili Hook. And she's very excited about it. Jumping up and down off the back of that one. Now good pressure too. It was an excellent finish in fairness. Holder, of course, appearing overseas recently in Australia's quest to qualify for the World Cup. Unfortunately, not a successful one. The Women's Futsal World Cup coming up in late November and then into December. So that'll be taking place in the Philippines, I believe. Now playing deep. Here is Fragale, taking off for Sydney All-Stars. Plenty of running early on. We'll deliver here for Abu Haider. Abu Haider now send it back for Fragale. Walker. That one very close to going over the sideline. Not called as such as Coelho. Now sends it forward. Holder. Trying to thread the needle once again. Falls here for Koulizakis. Oh, they're nearly. Pressure, in fact, there will be. Unable to clear their lines. Coming through with a bit of pressure was Koulizakis, who delivered early and then followed up into the goal mouth. And a very fortunate deflection has things locked up. 1 goal apiece, and we've only had, well, just over a minute of play. Koulizakis, I believe, still playing with Sydney Olympic in association football. So restarted here for Sydney All-Stars. They've had a tough beginning to life in this 2025 Futsal Women's Premier League season. No wins as of yet. Fragale. Sending it back here for Walker. Under pressure now is Koulizakis. Holder trying to drive forward. Walker now taking off again. Got a little shot away. Wasn't too much in the way of any force behind it, though. And now cleaned up there from Kira Schwerin. Nice little chip forward, looking for Holder. Holder trying to get around the outside. Does a great job. Comes up with possession. Then tries to thread the needle. That one just a little wide of the mark. Now Walker. Delivering for Koulizakis, who then finds a pass for Walker once again. Holder does a great job to keep that in the field of play. All the way back it comes now for Fragale. Abu Haider. Fragale stopping on the run. Back to Abu Haider. She goes. Now Fragale, scything little channel. Good slide tackle coming in from Claire Holder. Fragale now working forward. There was a little grab on the back of the shirt there from Holder. Not called, though, from referee Tom Dale. Koulizakis. Now Fragale trying to squeeze inside of Holder. Turned away on this occasion. So Fragale. First corner of the match here for Sydney All-Stars. Back for Abu Haider. Now finding Walker, who got a bit on that. And Holder was able to block the strike. Monique on that occasion. Abu Haider just floating deep as an option. Good challenge made once again there from Monique Holder. Walker looking to come to the sideline, but she'll have to take this restart first. Now Abu Haider. Fragale. Trying to thread the needle. Blocked on that occasion by Chloe Gordon. Borg heading things up in the coaching department here for Sydney All-Stars. Oh, Monique Holder with a loose carry there, dispossessed momentarily. Cleaned up though from Hook. Now arrives in the path here of Abu Haidar. So Lakalandra getting her first taste of the action now for Sydney All-Stars. Abu Haidar on this left-hand side. Lovely first-time touch from Lakalandra. Now Holder with a nice little rollover. A hold up, passage of play, all the way back for Hook and then chipping over the top. Good control on this occasion now from Morgan. Sends it back for Holder. Oh yeah, that's the one. Straight into the action and Gemma Morgan comes up with a great assist. Holder then pushing through. Was never going to make a mistake with that one. There was only ever one outcome and 2-1 the score now. Holder backs up with her double from last week over the Boomerangs. What a golden start it's been for the Golden Girl. So 2-1. Now Hook. Once again finding Morgan. Does a good job to keep it in the field of play. No, in fact, it's gone over that byline. Abu Haidar. Now Lakalandra looking to find her once again with a chip was Kulizakis. Lakalandra got a shot around the corner. Not on target though, so Schwereb not called upon on that occasion. Hook gesturing for some support to move forward. Quick release there from Zeta. Hook then trying to knock it back towards the middle. Now wide delivery here for Gemma Morgan. Threatens to take off. Zeta trying to thread the needle back to Morgan. Morgan. Short delivery there for Holder. And then the return pass didn't really leave Morgan with much room to work with. So in the end, easily taken care of. 2-1 it remains. About 5 minutes gone. It's Kulizakis with love a second. Good save from Schwereb on the follow-up though. Fresh into the action. And now onto the scorer sheet. Jordan Jasnos finds the back of the net. Quite literally her first touch. What a way to announce yourself into the action. We are locked up at 2 apiece. Now Jakili Hook under pressure. Jasnos again getting a shot away. Good save though from Schwereb.
More of that. Estelle, sit, wait, then go.
So one foul brought up here against Mountain Magic. The advantage was being played. They've got on with things without a whistle though. Jasnos looks a little bit confused about it, but there certainly wasn't a whistle anywhere in the centre here. Lakalandra had the shot. The mind deflected there of Zeta. And the referee agrees. So now Sabine Montenegro into the action. To keep a close eye on Jasnos, who's deep here. As is Lakalandra. Good strike just over the crossbar. That wasn't too far off. So Magic now with Holder distributing. Come out to this right-hand side for Zeta. Their Holder again, or Zeta was shifting her weight in the other direction. As a result, couldn't get a clean take on that ball. Tries to link up again with Kulizakis, who got the first goal for them. Now Holder, chipping over the top, really a kick in hope more than anything. Montenegro was nowhere near it. Now, did Holder get a touch? Certainly, Sydney All-Stars are claiming as much. Schwereb was then looking to try and find Morgan, but the space was shut down, so they'll have to get to her direction via a pass. Good save from Coelho. Now Koulizakis, quick release for Fregale at full flight. Oh, finds a wonderful finish. Estelle Fregale from the outside of the boot with clockwork, surgical precision, guides it into the back of the net. And despite the rapid start here from Mountain Magic, they now find themselves down 3-2. All-Stars in front for the first time. So Morgan now threading the needle, finding Zayda momentarily, who was dispossessed by Jasnos. Then Koulizakis holding the space. Morgan into her back. And a free kick called. 2 fouls already here for Mountain Magic. Now Lakalandra carrying. Holder shutting down the space. 6.5 minutes gone in this first half. Abu Zayda now out for Koulizakis. Lakalandra, lovely little check and then return from Koulizakis to open up the space. Now comes up once again. Oh, Schwereb got fingertips to it. Good save. Koulizakis taking a shot. Now Lakalandra on the follow-up. Also has a big boot. None bigger in this contest though than Claire Holder. So the 1 goal so far, but has only had the 1 opportunity. If they can get her in to a decent position on the court once again, that would be the golden time for them. Now Holder easily around 1, then has the left foot shot on this occasion, but never really troubling Coelho. So some rapid replacements here, including Georgia Bavona, who's out there now and on the ball. Bavona, short delivery. Good pressure, though, from Zayda. Koulizakis takes it down. Good control. Linking up out wide with Walker. Abu Zayda. Walker, pressured once again from Montenegro. Walker, however, has opened up a big clear passage, looking for the crossfield attempt, but well and truly too high and wide. Holder now gradually working up towards halfway. Finds Gordon. Good first touch there from Holder, then trying to open up the space, but well taken there from Abu. And now the shot coming in from Walker, but Abu Hader with a really good little intercept. And try and get Monique Holder back out there as well, Mountain Magic. Walker offering deep. Abu Hader receives it. Sends it out to this right-hand side. Abu Zayda. Now for Walker through the middle. Twisting away from the work there of Montenegro. And then Koulizakis with the attempted chip over the top, not finding support. So back out there now is Chloe Gordon in the 7. Holder on this left-hand side. Hasn't had a break as of yet. Monique Holder now linking up. Gordon trying to find Holder. Koulizakis with a little tip on play here. Linking up with Walker. And back for Bavona, but just not able to find the target. And Bavona will, in fact, then step up into that target role. Looking to apply some pressure deep into the opposition half. 3-2 the score here. Sydney All-Stars in front, searching for their first victory of the campaign. Now Holder turning, trying to thread the needle here for Hook. Oh, once again, Hook squeezes it in. It's that combination that's now produced 2 goals. Holder to Hook. It was a great little finish. Just dinked it in between the legs of Coelho. And now we're locked up once again. So Hook having a great start here. And once more comes up with the intercept. 3 apiece. Holder now with a strong challenge. Abu Hader holding her zone. And this one will go the way of Mountain Magic, so they'll get a good opportunity now. And Claire Holder certainly can strike it. Monique also, though, has a decent boot on her. She's standing over it at the moment, so Monique Holder has the strike on target, turned away from Abu Hader. Big roll back here from Gordon, then linking up with Holder. Great pressure defensively on that occasion from Abu Hader. He turns it away. So 10:42 remaining in this first half. As Jakili Hook delivers here for Gordon. Gordon then finding a great ball for Hook once again, with Love a hat-trick in the first half. Turned away though. Abu Hader, short now for Fragale. Lovely in and away. Still carting it forward. Oh, Fragale! What about the angle there? Having beat two defenders, she's in fine touch. Fragale gets a second, and they're back in front. 4-3. That was special from Estelle Fragale. So Thomas out there now for Mountain Magic. Holder then trying to link up with Thomas. Kulizakis dispossessed by Holder. Good challenge, who can now start to wind up. Holder with the left foot. Got a decent strike on it. Fragale beats the first. Lucky deflection to retrieve it back from the second. Now feeds Walker back towards the middle. Good save from Schwerev. Another cracking contest here. It's very tight in the men's a little earlier, in case you've missed that one. 5-3 the final score. Raced out to a 3-0 lead, the home side, as now Kulizakis gets plenty on that. Knocked forward, Hook looking for the loose ball. Oh, and then Fragale made a play at it. Hook has unfortunately landed very heavily on the hip, and she's in a world of pain at the moment. It was accidental, though, from Fragale, who was simply clearing her lines. And hopefully for Hook, this isn't a broken hip, because that was heavy contact with the floor. I dare say we might be waiting a bit of time before we get back underway with things. So just recapping the scoring so far, of course, Jakili Hook, who is on the deck here, she's got 2 goals so far. Is she getting reports it might be an arm here instead of the hip? As she was landing, it might have made contact with the ground. But Hook does have 2 goals. Both of them delivered to her by Holder with some great assists, and then of course Claire Holder has the other one for them. So those are Mountain Magic's 3. Kulizakis got the first for Sydney All-Stars off a reasonably lucky deflection, but she was up in the face of Schwerer, but applying that pressure. And Jasnos getting into the action, got the second with quite literally her first touch of the game. And then 2 terrific goals from Estelle Fragale. So 9 minutes, 41 seconds remaining in this first half. Good to see here. We've got Hook back up onto her haunches at least. Just testing the range of motion here in the arm. It still seems to be in a world of pain, so I imagine that's probably her evening done. It's a real loss for them if that is to be the case. Medical staff here for Mountain Magic still just testing out what is possible with that arm. And back to her feet here, Jakili Hook, which is great to see. And so far actually looks to be a decent outcome for her. She's off, she's walking, there's a bit of pain. And And there's still a genuine issue there for Jikili Hook, so I think that might be the evening done for her. Very unfortunate for Mountain Magic. Now, great control taken down here from Kulizakis. Walker feigning the shot. Delivers instead for Fragale. Abu Haydar is deep. Fragale, lovely first-time touch. However, good pressure coming in. Last touch coming off Sydney All-Stars, though. So 9:24 remaining. Plenty of time still in this first half. Thomas delivering and finding Gordon, who tried to link up further afield. Now finding Kulizakis. Well, Fragale, lovely delivery. Walker trying to get the shot off. Back to Kulizakis, wide of the mark.
Excellent, yeah.
Chandler Leon Wing, who of course was previously with Mountain Magic last season. She got the only goal last week for Sydney All-Stars up against Mascot Vipers. A 4-1 defeat there. Oh, lovely ball delivered there from Gordon. Trying to link up with Monique Holder just out in front. Close enough for Coelho. And now Kulizakis holding things up. Morgan just trying to link up with Monique Holder. Couldn't quite find her on that occasion. They have had a pretty tough start to life, as I mentioned, Sydney All-Stars, but they've come up against some red-hot opposition. UTS, of course, appearing in the grand final last year. That was their second match of the season, going down 3-0. And I believe actually Eastern Suburbs Sokoa were their grand final opponents. So they've taken on the two grand finalists last year, plus the powerhouse in the form of Mascot Vipers. So it's hard to gauge their form. Those three matches, they've been competitive in each. Mountain Magic, of course, coming off 2 straight victories. And the All-Stars currently in front in this one. So 8-6 for Mountain Magic in their first match. It's against Sydney Futsal Club. And the second, of course, also last Sunday, 3-1 over Boomerangs, our Canberra-based team. Finding themselves down at the moment, though, Mountain Magic. Needing a little bit of that. So with 7:54 remaining in this first half, Holder ushering her side forward. Schwereb out of goals for the meanwhile. Delivers back here for Gordon. Gordon now to Morgan. That's more, they'll play deep here for Gordon. Lovely first time ball out for Monique Holder. Chance to carry it forward. Now Gordon taking off. Feigning the shot from distance. Morgan then trying to squeeze a pass there to Monique Holder. Morgan out for Gordon. Turned once again and then looking for the run there of Gordon, but was always going to be a tough delivery. And Amelie Kelly is now out there as well for Sydney All-Stars, getting her first taste of the action. Up to Kulizakis again. Such a strong target player. Ball comes free. Fragale cleaning up the scraps. Abu Haydar. Fragale under pressure from Monique Holder. Play on the call. Oh, it's deflected then into the post. And then in the back comes Gordon. Centimetres away from a leveller here for Mountain Magic. Instead, the score remains at 4-3. Fragale a little worse for wear, but she'll be all right to continue. And just taking a quick look here at Jikili Hook. He's still receiving medical attention, so looks like a long shot for her to return to the action here this evening. Kelly restarting things. Fragale chipping over the top. Kulizakis was making a run back towards halfway, though. And that one well and truly over the top in the end. So Angelina Zeta back out there for them now. Holder now trying to control it with the chest. Taken down though by Fragale. Quick release here for Kulizakis. Then chips cleverly. Looking for Kelly, but that one was just in behind her. Holder ushering players forward. So they do have the 1-2 punch out there now. Now to Majik, both Monique and Claire. That's how they started proceedings. Jimmy Morgan also floating, along with Zeta. Well, Monique Holder, lovely turn. Chance to get the shot away and finds the back of the net. Once more, Claire Holder is the provider, but geez, there was a bit of Anthony Haddad about that work there from Monique Holder. Very strong, got the twist, the turn, and the shot off in one motion. And we are locked up once again. Great battle here between these two sides. 4 goals apiece. Fragale finding a pass, and then Jasnos off the back of it. Like Alandra back out there. Jasnos trying to squeeze through. Well caught there though from Holder. Now Monique on the follow-up. Zeta trying to get a chance at the ball. Jasnos was on the deck. And then a very, very soft dink there from Zeta, making contact with Jasnos, who certainly didn't see the funny side of it. She was up in arms about that contact. It's now Lakalandra pivoting, trying to get around the outside. Shut down there, though, by Montenegro, who's back out there once more. Abu Haydar. Quick release now for Lakalandra, strong in the challenge, shoulder to shoulder, but called there by Jonathan Moore, assistant referee. Plenty of fouls here for both teams. So Mountain Magic have had 4, they need to be careful. 2 now brought up for Sydney All-Stars. Zeta just hovering wide here on this right-hand side. That's the way they go. And trying to deliver straight away for Montenegro. Intercepted, though, by Kulizakis. Now Jasnos back to the middle. Oh, Kulizakis just couldn't get a clean touch on it. Schwerer was looking to go deep early on, but unfortunately Holder had returned to try and support the defensive effort. Here she is now, though, Monique Holder. Lovely release back to Sister Claire. And a quick ball out here for Montenegro, who doesn't have the wheels to keep it in play. Jasnos. Short delivery here for Abu Haydar. Claire Holder stepping through. Made contact with the ball. Will roll all the way back into the arms of Coelho. Like Alandra. Holding things up. Monique Holder applying some pressure. Abu Haydar comes up with it. And Holder. The ball bouncing off her and across the byline. So less than 5 minutes remaining in this first half. All locked up at 4 goals apiece. Now Kulizakis got just a little bit on it. Not enough to control and then have the shot, though. Claire Holder now threading the needle beautifully. Terrific pass. Finding the run there of Zeta. Lakalandra back onto the bench. Walker returns to the action. Now Claire Holder. Oh, trying to send it wide, but an uncharacteristic pass there from Holder, not finding its mark. Trying to link up with Sister Monique. Claire once again, now chipping over the top. Looking for the run here of Monique Holder, who got a boot to it. Walker was caught a little flat-footed. Deflection falling into the path of Zeta. Claire Holder rolling over it a couple of times and now looking to take off, but Walker steps in the way of it. Now good speed from Walker. Chance to send it back to the middle. Jasnos is there, as is Kulizakis. Good save, though, from Schwereb, who turns it away. Very close to getting another one on the board there, Sydney All-Stars. Deep for Abu Haydar. Jasnos looking to link up with Walker. Couldn't quite find her, though. Zeta under pressure here from Jasnos. Kulizakis also stepping high. We'll turn that one over the sideline. Zeta. Now for Beanie, who gets her first taste of the action. Back for Zeta. Not a great touch in the end. That one will go over the sideline. So Fagale back out there now. Kulizakis with the first time ball into the path of Estelle. Abu Haida then trying to shuffle it on again to Kulizakis. That one goes over the sideline. So 3:32 on the clock here in this first half. Holder right through the legs. That was clever. Looking for Beanie. No touch there from Holder. Plays it quickly. Back to Zeta. Who then sends it wide. Zeta once again turning out here for Holder. Who flicks it over the top. That one has a bit too much of an angle on it. And over the sideline it goes. Walker. Abu Haida trying to squeeze a pass. Falls here for Fagale. They're Holder now. So much time on the ball. Links up with Zeta. With the deflection. Falls into the path of Zeta once again. Now Abu Haida trying to link up with Fagale. Holder beats one. Bounces away from the second. Now looking to link up. Back to the middle with Beanie there waiting for it. Still in the field of play here. Holder will recollect possession. Send it wide. Beanie gets a touch on it. Keeps it in the field of play. Well, this is great news for Mountain Magic. Jacqueline Hook is good to continue. She's up on the bench again and preparing to come back into the action. So that's really tough work from Hook, who must have been cleared of some serious injury. She was in a world of pain not too long ago, though. So very tough stuff here for Jacqueline Hook. So 2 minutes 22 remaining in this first half. Looks like a timeout has been called. We're all locked up at 4 goals apiece. So this one on a knife's edge. So timeout over, back into the action with 2:22 still on the clock here in this first half. As Allstars send it deep here. Good control from Kulizakis. Now Fagale somehow got a shot away. Of course, she's hunting a hat-trick. 4 goals apiece. And the big news, if you are rejoining us after a little break perhaps, is that Jacqueline Hook is back into the thick of things after suffering what looked to be a rather serious injury. But she's strapped up on that right arm and is good to go once again. Already 2 goals to her name. As there has been, though, for Fagale, who's on the ball now for Sydney All-Stars, trying to get around the outside of the attention here from Stradiotto, who then turns it back towards Hook, who's also searching for that hat-trick. Stradiotto now stepping high, trying to close down the space. Good challenge from Hook. Kulizakis now, who's been playing as a target this entire match. This time finds herself a little deeper. Fagale with a lovely rollover. then trying to thread the needle. And straight into the commentary booth here. So good thing that water's already empty. Stradiotto now. Gordon chipping through. Oh, Walker had a good opportunity, but Stradiotto covers well. Closes down the space. But this one will still go for a corner, though. Called here from referee Tom Dale. They're knocking deep. Koulizakis not too far away. So a minute 18 remaining in this first half. So Gordon looking to work it forward here. Stradiotto delivering back to Gordon once again. Still an option on this right-hand side and utilised here by Gordon. He's under pressure now from Walker. Stradiotto looking to thread the needle. Nearly found the pass there for Holder, but it was headed down by Abu Haydar and then into the path of Walker. Now Fragale looking to carry. Great turn from her. Gets away from Stradiotto. Oh, lovely first-time touch there from Fragale, and Stradiotto, such was the class of the touch, simply hanging your leg out, makes contact, and that brings up 5 fouls. So next one will go to the spot. They've got to be very careful. 46 seconds on the clock. They don't want to concede another foul. Abu Haydar restarting things. Stradiotto turning the back. Good challenge in the end. Now hemming Abu Haydar into a corner who tries to flick the ball around the back. And that one goes over the sideline. So a good chance to put one more goal on the board here and take the lead deep in this first half. Gordon out now for Hook, who already has a double. Takes off, beats the first, trying to link up. Hook, great balance. Good control. Under pressure here from Lakalandra. Dispossessed. Now Abu Haydar can carry. Out for Fragale. Steps off the left. Has the shot. Well blocked from Gordon. 15 seconds to go. Now Lakalandra trying to come up with that banana bending kick. Never troubling Schwerer though. So clock ticking down. 5 seconds remaining. Majik and, for that matter, Allstars, they're both pretty happy to head into the break on level terms. So that'll do us here in the first half of PCYC Hawkesbury. An entertaining encounter and no real clues as to who is going to come away with the 3 points. Are we headed for the draw? We'll find out with scores locked at 4 apiece. A quick break and all the action in the second half in just a moment.
Sorry, I was too old.
I'm already writing down my
Yeah. Welcome back here to PCYC Hawkesbury. Mountain Magic hosting the Sydney All-Stars in this Futsal Premier League women's encounter. A great contest so far, all locked up at the break. 4 goals apiece. A late one coming through for Mountain Magic, ensuring that they are back on level terms here. So Sydney All-Stars, of course, searching for their first victory of the day. And, of course, of the season here in the women's. So the men went down a little earlier. It has been a tough start to life in 2025 for Sydney All-Stars here in this women's Premier League campaign. None from 3, but in fairness, they've come up against 3 of the big heavyweights in the competition. Arguably, here's the 4th in the form of Mountain Magic, who have shown much improvement compared to a difficult season last year. Of course, that side was a very young one. This one still is, but was even younger in 2024. So Mountain Magic coming away with possession here. Lovely ball too. Zeta has the chance to carry now. Sends it out wide for Beanie. Beanie cutting back against the grain. All tried to link up there with Gordon. Schwerer will keep it in the field of play. Zeta on this left-hand side will then deliver it back out to the right. Still looking for the runners. Gordon finds a great ball there for Montenegro, who somehow keeps it in the field of play. Fragale holding firm. Will pass back to the middle, and then as easy as you like. Coelho controlling it with the foot up into her hands, and that negates all of that attention. Koulizakis was driving forward on that occasion. Of course, got the first goal of the match off the back of a deflection for Sydney All-Stars. It was actually Hook, though, who picked up the first one overall. Took a tumble in that first half, and concerns as to whether she could continue or not. Shaquille Hook, but she's back into the action now. Excellent stretch there from Montenegro, and then Beanie taken to ground. No foul is called, though. Walker then beats another defender. Beanie will come back at her, looking for a little bit of revenge. Now Fragale. Once again, a scything run, beating 2 defenders. Walker. Deep now for Abu Haidar. Walker still making that run, but great skill there from Fragale. The final pass left a little to be desired. Koulizakis then linking up with Fragale once again. Delivers here for Walker. Walker now finding Abu Haidar. Koulizakis all the way back for Fragale. Fragale then threading the needle. Great ball there for Walker. Good pressure, though, from Montenegro on that occasion. Now deep for Abu Haidar, who has the shot from back towards halfway. And that one never troubling Schwerer. So score remains at 4 goals apiece. Of course, the foul count has reset. Magic brought up 5 fouls late in that first half. No shot from the spot. Off the back of that, though, is now Beanie delivers back towards the middle. Not a bad idea. Execution a little lacking, though. Walker stopping on the run. All the way back now for Fragale. Beats the first woman. And there was a lazy foot stuck out there from Gordon. Nothing particularly untowards about it. That first foul is brought up here of the second half against Mountain Magic. So Koulizakis preparing to restart things here. Abu Haidar. Back for Fragale. Pressured by Beanie. Strong in the contest. Fragale still gets a foot to it, though. So difficult to dispossess. Now a quick release here. Montenegro can keep it in the field of play. Oh, lovely delivery as well. Great save in the end from Coelho. That one troubled the near post. So corner brought up here for Mountain Magic. Gordon an option a little deeper. That's the way they go. Under pressure here, up against Walker. Gordon wins out. Then finds a pass to Zeta. Zeta threading the needle back to Montenegro. Zeta opening up the play with that first touch. A nice one. Zeta again navigating. Once more linking up with Montenegro, who tries to find a little passage. Dispossessed though by Koulizakis. Now Walker has a chance to wind up. Back to Fragale. Great control from Fragale once again. Abu Hayder then trying to thread the needle. Beanie steps in the way of the pass. Can't link up herself though, but will recover possession. Now Montenegro has the shot. And over the byline it goes. Another corner brought up here for Mountain Magic. Montenegro having that direct attempt into the back of Jasnos, who sees the funny side of it. Deep now for Beanie. Beanie then delivering to that wide position. Gordon still waiting for it as an option. However, she tries to link up with Zeta. And as a result, Mountain Magic losing possession here. Back to the middle they go. Fragale, good touch on it. However, Zeta comes away with the ball. Now back towards Beanie, who is pushing through, but the pass is just a little too heavy. So now Fragale. Kelly is back out there for Sydney Allstars in the 20. Fragale chipping a delicate ball up to Koulizakis. Well found. Koulizakis then holds firm. Kelly opening up the play with that little turn of the foot, and then linking up with Fragale, who tries to find Jasnos. Of course, she scored with her first touch of the match. Holder back out there now, as is Thomas and Morgan. So significant switch up here for Mountain Magic. Blink and you'll miss it. Holder now tries to thread the needle up to Morgan. Interrupted. Koulizakis now dispossessed. Oh, there was a golden opportunity brewing for Mountain Magic. Now it falls though for Sydney All-Stars. Back from Jasnos. Koulizakis gets the shot away, but a good save again from Schwerer, who's made plenty in this match. So it looks like both of the holders out there now, Claire and Monique. Fragale coming as an option short. Tries to deliver to Jasnos, who was a little deeper. Blocked on that occasion though from Thomas. Koulizakis winding up. Blocked once again here from Monique Holder. Just restructuring things here a touch. Look deep here for Emily Kelly. Good first touch from her to find Koulizakis. Jasnos under pressure. And then cleared away by Holder. So Fragale will now head to the sideline. Abu Hayder returning to the action. Coelho sending it long. It falls here for Monique Holder. Chance to get a shot away. Arriving on the spot is Thomas. Sends it back to the middle. Koulizakis under pressure. Great release. Managing to link up with Jasnos. Abu Hayder. Nice first time pass. Finding Koulizakis. This is good futsal. For Monique, tries to control it with the head, but the touch is a little too heavy there. Jasnos, little chip in behind, looking for Koulizakis, now distributing to Jasnos. Good timing about the play. And then Koulizakis jamming in, ball comes free. And we're ticking along at a pretty rapid pace here in the second half. We've had nearly 6.5 minutes of play, still 13:40 on the clock. No change to that halftime scoreline. Still locked up at 4 apiece. Abu Haydar comes away with it. Now Koulizakis with a chance to feed Jasnos. Didn't quite get a firm touch on it though. Perhaps had to go for that first time shot, but sort of in between a controlling attempt and a shot there from Jasnos. As Bavona re-enters the action, along with Walker. So Walker once again. This time heading deep for Abu Haydar. Now did glance the fingertips there of Walker, but ultimately no free kick incurred. And Thomas will head back to the mark, and now rolling it back here for Holder. Morgan. Bavona just ushering that one over the sideline. Morgan will head to the middle for Thomas, who did pretty well under pressure to try and get that ball away, but Morgan was caught a little flat-footed, perhaps wasn't expecting it back so quickly. Coelho now chipping, looking for Koulizakis. Great athleticism there from Holder. Stuck the boot out mid-air and turned it away. Bavona. Delivering a pass here for Walker, dispossessed by Thomas. Now a grab at the shorts, and that should incur a card here. And that was cynical from Walker. Thomas was away otherwise. So good call there from referee Tom Dale. And a foul brought up here for Sydney All-Stars, and of course the yellow there for Walker. Now Holder does have a massive boot on her. They'll do their best to block it, but they might well be taken into the net based on how hard Holder can hit it. Scored some crackers in the 2024 season. And a rather tall wall here as well between Walker and Koulizakis. So Holder will have the strike. Oh, a beautiful one too, but just hits the post and will head over the sideline. So certainly had a bit on it, managed to shift the entire goal post. And Walker will now exit the action off the back of receiving that yellow card. Or Koulizakis is met with a falcon there as she came streaming in looking for possession. Just a nudge into the shoulder of Holder, and ball opened up and ended up hitting her square in the face. So still remains at 4 apiece. And now getting her first taste of the action this evening is Layla Barton for Mountain Magic. So she's on in jersey 11, one of the youngest members of this squad. Try and close down the space now. Koulizakis with a bit of hang time there. Holder holding firm though. That one going over the byline. So now Morgan working it forward. Holder delivering for sister Monique Holder. Barton. Good first touch from her. Now Gemma Morgan. Barton's made a good run. Can Morgan find it? Eventually linking up. A little bit too late in the piece. Barton, good pressure. Then falling over the top of Koulizakis. Looks like this one will still be a Mountain Magic ball. So Lakalandra back out there now for Sydney All-Stars. Bavona just with a short stint on the field. Holder, lovely little twist and turn from Claire Holder to get away from the first defender. Now Monique arrives to secure possession. And then Barton just looking to thread the needle back to Morgan, but unfortunately directed right into an opposition defender as now Fragale works it forward. Barton, a good touch off once again here, then shoulder to shoulder. Lakalandra was strong. Question there from Monique Holder as to whether it was more than strong and was in fact illegal. So still no change to the scoreboard into this second half. And now Lakalandra driving forward. Holder in the back. Barton. Off now for Claire Holder. Early distribution for Monique. Found the head, but she couldn't quite turn it towards goal. And that will be a timeout called here by Sydney All-Stars. So no additional goals since the break. And a bit of a disagreement here between Holder and Lakalandra as well. Holder not happy with the attention from Lakalandra, but as we head in for a momentary pause, we're still locked up at 4 apiece. No change to the score since half-time. These two well and truly in a deadlock. So back into the action we go now with 11:18 on the clock. Still locked up at 4 apiece. Some recalibrations there for Sydney All-Stars. As now it falls for Morgan, gets the shot on target. Never really troubling Coelho though. Abu Haydar for Walker, who is on a yellow. Now Monique Holder taking it down like a seal at Seawell there, using the bridge of the nose to control it. Now Barton has the shot, hits the upright. Not too far away from finding the advantage. It would have been 5-4. So coming into this one, Mountain Magic undefeated. Sydney All-Stars yet to win a game. Now Holder in the back there, but I think there was certainly a little bit of milking from Koulizakis as well. Worth the foul though. And 2-1 the foul count. And certainly Holder was having a disagreement previously with both Jonathan Moore and Tim Dale, our two referees. She's not going to win out on that occasion. And of course, earlier in that first half, we already saw Shakili Hook with contact on the arm. It caused her a great deal of discomfort. Koulizakis getting up a little worse for wear off the back of that too. So now Abu Haydar will have the strike. Sends it instead for Koulizakis, turned away from Schwereb, and then cleared by Morgan. So that'll go over the sideline, having hit the framework here at PCYC Hawkesbury. So the restart will come from the side. Fragale will take it. Abu Haydar out here for Walker, heavy touch, and now Morgan comes up with possession. Well, Gordon had the chance to turn and go, but instead delivered back towards Holder, and now provides an intercept. Koulizakis gets the shot. Good save again from Schwereb, who's come up with 3 or 4 really important ones. Beanie back into the action now for Mountain Magic. Gordon will clear her lines. Emily Kelly preparing to re-enter the action as well for Sydney All-Stars as Fragale will get us back underway here. Delivering deep to Walker. Abu Haydar, lovely first-time ball. Fragale under all sorts of pressure though from Gordon. He knocks that one over the sideline. Fragale now playing deep. Walker looking to thread the needle for Fragale. Falls here for Koulizakis, takes off the right foot. Now the dancing feet coming out. Holder, though, deals with it easily. Beanie comes up with it. Holder still an option back to the middle. Last touch there, likely off Fragale. And that will be a corner here for Mountain Magic. So Holder is deep and will have the strike, but unable to get over the top of the ball. That one well and truly above the crossbar. Kulizakis now coming up with the loose ball. Walker, Fragale, dispossessed. Beanie takes off. Walker, shoulder to shoulder. Needs to be careful here, though, Walker. He's already on a yellow. So 9:28 on the clock. The foul count at 2-1. Fragale, Kelly. Just delayed on that pass when Kulizakis was making a run for it further afield. Gordon, and now back into the action is Montenegro. Finding a pass, great control from Beanie to keep it in the field of play. Gordon delivering out to Holder. Little rollover from her. Then finding Beanie once again. Gordon, the stutter step. Then the release to Holder. Finding a lovely pass here for Beanie, who is under pressure from Fragale. Good challenge from her. Kulizakis now dispossessed. Beanie comes away with it. Finds a good ball here for Gordon. Oh, and onto the ground. It was Beanie who got her legs intertwined with Kulizakis, who wasn't happy about it. And another foul brought up here for Mountain Magic. So again, they're just running the gauntlet. 5 fouls in that first half without seeing an attempt from the spot. 3 brought up here, and there's plenty of time remaining. Still 8:40 at PCYC Hawkesbury. Fragale for Kelly. Now delivering. Montenegro finding Beanie and then trying to push through and clean up the scraps. Still, we remain deadlocked. Now Lakalandra with a big twist. Great save again from Schwerer. Well, just about the best player on the field so far. So Walker now chipping over the top. Holder stepping in front of it. And then Kelly digging into the back of Montenegro. That will draw a foul from Sydney Allstars. And good position here again for Holder to have the strike. Holder now assessing the options. Drives it low. Turned away off the boot of Kelly. So just over 8 minutes remaining. Holder knocking it deep once again here for Gordon, who then tries to connect with Montenegro. Loose pass falls in the way of Holder. Holder now beating Walker, rolling over it a few times. Good strength, turning away from Fragale. Now delivers to the middle. In off Montenegro it goes. Once again off the back of some Holder brilliance. Montenegro on the spot just to usher it over the line. And they are in front, the home side. Mountain Magic searching for 3 straight victories to start the season. A much improved campaign already. And they're in the box seat, 5-4. Montenegro again applying that pressure. Good couple of minutes for her. Mountain Magic coming away with possession. Holder will feed it now for Monique Holder, then looking to link up again. Now, there was a little sly touch there off the boot of Kelly, so they'll get it from the sideline again, Mountain Magic. 7:28. Oodles of time here for either side to stamp their claims. As Gordon delivers out now for Claire Holder, as casually as you like, just flicks it up down the line, looking for Monique. But the ball eventually going over the sideline. Now Kelly trying to squeeze a pass. Falls into the path here of Holder, who's taken down. Lakalandra accidental, but a foul nonetheless. It's a good one too for Holder, who nearly landed flat face first onto the court. This one from range again. Once more, big strike. Lakalandra didn't want to bar that. And again, following through. 2 quick fouls. They might be accidental, but when they're that quick in succession and pretty heavy contact too, has to be a yellow. Good call there from Jonathan Moore. So Lakalandra now also into the book, along with T. Walker. 5-4 the score, and again, Holder can line this one up. If this one goes in, they might just start to feel a fair bit of pressure here, Sydney All-Stars. So Holder feigns the shot, goes to Gordon. Not a great delivery, though. And that one goes across the byline. Goal restart to come. Abu Hayder driving it forward now for Kulizakis. Standing firm despite the attention of Gordon. And then a long-range effort there from Lakalandra, well and truly off the mark. So 6:54 on the clock. Looks like Stradiotto is preparing for her second stint of the match. She's up off the bench at the moment. Jasnos now out there again for Sydney All-Stars. Deliver long into the path of Kulizakis. Lovely release. Abu Hayder, though, just can't quite find a finish again. Schwereb stands tall between the sticks. Now Holder, quick release. Out here for Gordon. Nice turn and then delivering back to Holder. And Montenegro was returning as a deep option, but Holder had already committed to the pass a little further upfield. As Jasnos restarts things and then chipping over the top, really in hope more than anything there is Kulizakis. Gordon now for Montenegro. Trying to link up with Monique Holder. Kulizakis got a decent strike on it. Certainly not on target though. That one didn't even require the attention of Schwereb. Gordon. Claire Holder. Running into a brick wall called Lakalandra. Now chipped over the top. Holder got away from them. Chance to put on the strike. Back to the middle. Oh, geez. The deflection nearly resulted in a goal. It was Abu Hayder who was retreating, trying to cut down the space, but almost paid the ultimate price. Deep now for Gordon once again. Well, good strike. What a strike it was from Gordon. Right into the left-hand corner. Across the face of Coelho. Hit with some real venom and stayed low. A tough one to deal with. That gives them a bit of breathing room now. 6-4 the score. Mountain Magic in control. So work to do now for Sydney All-Stars. Zeta tries to feed it back to the middle for Thomas. Morgan. Flicking now for Zeta. Lovely first time. Back to Morgan. Falls here for a chance for Zeta. Just turned away from Abu Hayder. So 5:22 on the clock. A 2-goal advantage. 4 fouls as well brought up by Sydney All-Stars. They need to be careful. We've also got Lakalandra and Walker on yellows. Morgan now hemmed into a corner. Zeta does a good job not to give away the foul there on Kulizakis. Good control from Gordon. Second attempt was more volleyball than futsal, though. Went straight up. Well, Kulizakis then with a loose pass. Zeta stepping in the path of it. And now less than 5 to go. Thomas taking the shot. Deflected there from Fragale. 4:53. Well, do they start to think about keeping this ball in play as much as possible here, Mountain Magic, and just wearing down the clock. Gordon has the strike. On its way to Coelho. Morgan now stepping in front of it. Walker, the nice touches, now takes off. Good challenge though from Morgan. Morgan with a chance to feed a couple of players pushing through the middle. Eventually arrives here for Gordon. Back to Morgan. Little twist of the foot. But Coelho smothered it well. Good save from the keeper. Fragale now under pressure. Falls here for Morgan. Chance to finish. Again Coelho with a big save. Well, both keepers have been exceptional this evening. Schwereb now dealing with an awkward one. That took a deflection and will clear upfield. And that's burnt a fair bit of time there for Mountain Magic, keeping that in the field of play. 4:07. So Fragale, who's been so dangerous in this one. 2 goals already for her. Now feeding a beautiful pass for Jasnos, who has a double. What a ball it was. And Jasnos has only had about 3 opportunities, has sunk 2 of them. Brings them right back into the contest. 6-5 and now plenty of time on the clock. 3:55. And as a result, timeout called here from Mountain Magic. Well, don't go anywhere. This one going right down to the wire. A grandstand finish on the cards. 6-5 to score with timeout called. So back underway here with Sydney All-Stars getting themselves back into the contest, courtesy of a second goal to Jordan Jasnos. We'll have the restart from the sideline now. Walker, who supplied that terrific pass for Jasnos. Now up to Kulizakis. So they do have the big guns on deck here. Fragale, Walker, Kulizakis and Jasnos. Abu Haydar, of course, also in that rotation, but when you've got the hot boot, so to speak, you've got to go back to the well, and that has been Jasnos. Now, Stradiotto is out there once again. She'll get her second taste of the action. Supplied some good energy off the bench early in that first half. Now, Fragale taking off. Stradiotto, there is that energy. Good contact from her. Gets enough on the ball as well on Kulizakis. Now, Stradiotto trying to squeeze the pass through for Thomas. 3:09 remaining. Can Mountain Magic keep their perfect start to season 2025 intact? 2 matches, 2 wins for the Sydney All-Stars. 3 so far, all losses. And Gordon claiming that one was touched as it headed across the byline. Referee's waving it away though, so 2:54 remaining. Morgan keeps it in the field of play. Stradiotto now. Finding a sneaky little delivery for Thomas. Can she get the shot away? Coelho out quickly and dispatching quickly. Now a real opportunity with Fragale, who carts it forward. Great defence though from Gordon. Very important tackle in a 3-on-1 situation. Gordon rushing Fragale. Jasnos all the way back here for Fragale. Oh, then tugged by Stradiotto. And a decent shot from range there from Fragale. And they will call the foul now on Stradiotto. So both on 4. So both teams now need to be very cautious. Could soon be seeing a shot from the spot. Walker deep now for Lakalandra on target. Great save again from Schwereb. Just outstanding between the posts this evening. Lakalandra taking off once more. Tried to find Walker, who was in open space. Now Fragale cleaning up the loose ball. Holder all over her. That could have easily been a foul. Now for Walker. Cleared away from Morgan. Stradiotto just a short stint. Monique Holder back out there now. Less than 2 to go. Fragale searching for Walker again. Long range effort then from Holder. Looks like they're looking to get Montenegro back on here, Mountain Magic. Morgan is the intended woman to depart the action. Now Monique Holder trying to shut down the space. Fragale takes off again. Flicks a little pass here for Koulizakis. That was clever. And then the follow-up from Walker into the path of Gordon. Gordon, however, losing control. Lakalandra delivering now for Koulizakis. Feeds a great pass. There's Walker on the spot. Oh, wow, what a ball it was from Koulizakis. Through the legs, an inch perfect. Great finish too from Walker. Believe it or not, we're locked up and there's only a minute 23 on the clock. 6 apiece. What a game. We've been treated to 2 cracking contests here at PCYC Hawkesbury for round 5. Monique Holder gets a shot away. On target for Coelho. Now Lakalandra from a very long distance inside her own half. Just over a minute remaining. So exactly 1 minute on the clock now. It's the second start to tick down. Falls here for Koulizakis. A chance to get a shot away. Lakalandra was coming a little bit too late in the piece. Well, if they can unleash Claire Holder here, Mountain Magic, she can certainly strike them from range. Could be a famous finish. Holder, however, on the run this time, looking to get into enemy territory. And the long ball from Gordon missing its mark. 44 seconds on the clock. Long delivery here for Koulizakis. Distributes now for Walker. Fortunately, a little too under that ball, and that one sails well wide of the mark. Gordon assessing her options. Chips over the top. Finds Monique Holder. Great control from her. Now delivers. Beautiful pass. Montenegro! Oh, it's on the spot. Beautiful hold up from Monique Holder. And what a finish from Sabine Montenegro. There is some magic for the Mountain Girls. 7-6 the score. 26 seconds to hold on now for Mountain Magic to keep this perfect start intact. They're going to throw everything, probably including the kitchen sink, at them here. Kept in the field of play, though, from Schwereb. Holder now. Calmly as you like, flicks it forward. Monique Holder driving towards goal, sends it back to the middle, turned away. And by the time it gets over the sideline, just 8 seconds. They've just got to hold the ball here, Mountain Magic. Now deliver deep. Koulizakis will fling herself forward. They'll have 3 seconds to work with now. Colo sends it long. Last chance. Koulizakis all got a little flick. Just went wide of the post. There's 0.1 of a second on the clock, it looks like. In fact, they'll call it there. So Mountain Magic have left it late, but they've done enough. What a contest it was between these two outstanding teams. Mountain Magic keep the perfect start to the season afloat. They go 3-0 with a 7-6 victory. Whilst for the Sydney's All-Stars, they're still searching for their first win of 2025. Round 5 done and dusted here for the Futsal Premier League. Both our men's and women's victories for both of those Mountain Magic outfits. Full time here in the Women's Premier League. For our wonderful game of futsal, Mountain Magic taking the chocolates here to the tune of 7 goals to 6.